How's it going, gang? Daniel here with the Southpaw Blades, and welcome back to the channel. It's been almost 2 weeks, or it's been about 2 weeks since we've had our last video. I've been very busy in the past 2 weeks, so I apologize. I knew these 2 weeks were going to be jam-packed, so there were no videos for the past, 14 days, and I apologize for that. But the good news is that came back from the rendezvous this week or this weekend from the GEC rendezvous. So we're gonna see some Great Eastern Cutlery, special factory assembly knives and rendezvous knives in the very near future, and also we're gonna start unpacking all the stuff I wanted to unpack in the past 2 weeks. So. Today, as the title shows, is going to be about the 72s, I believe. So this I got from the Knife Connection. I took this off, or I took the label off so I wouldn't dox myself, but let's get right into it. Usually double packs it. Let me take my information out of there. Let's grab that. Let's put that down. And yeah, and the Knife Connection, I usually normally do not order from the Knife Connection. I'll talk about that a little bit because their prices have been very high recently, but I thought this was well priced. I'll tell you what it was, and he does pack it pretty well for being first class. So I'm just gonna get into this without, trying to not mess up the box inside. Of course, I'm using a Vosteed Raccoon. I'm using a modern right now to open this. This is my Vosteed Raccoon lock bar. Really have been enjoying the Vosteed brand ever since I've found out about them since last year, thanks to Knife Thoughts. He showed them to me. Wow, I'm having a little bit of trouble here. Sorry, guys. And let's get this out of here. Move that away. And like we said, we have a Cutlery Cody Scout Lockback traditional style pocket knives, 1095 carbon steel, made in the USA. Here are their credentials right there, or their address right there. And let's look at the tab. This is a 721123LB for the lockback in brown Burlap Micarta. Let's take this raccoon out of the way. I'm actually going to help have it help open my bottle here because I just cut my nails here. And this one does come with a pin, which is really cool. This is my first 72. I've never had a 72 before. Cody Scout Lockback. Very nice pin. Put that over there. And let's take a look at the knife. So this is one of those that came with a bubble wrap instead of the wax paper that we're so used to. The do not eat is in there. Put that down for a sec. I'll put this away real quick. And let's check out the knife. This is the first time I'm seeing this in hand as well, as you saw. And oh my lord. Let's get the oil off the bolsters here. Looks like we got satin bolsters, as we have come to expect with the Cutlery brand. Let me get the shield here as well, guys. And I get way too excited for these knives because I'm just 100% a fanboy. I'm an engineer by trade. I like to tinker with stuff, and I appreciate the craftsmanship that goes into this. And this looks amazing. Wow. Quite bigger than the 83s from last year. And let's see how this opens up. Quite tight. We've got, this is tight. This will open up with time, obviously, but we've got satin blade here, satin clip, and the lock. Wow. Now, everyone's been raving about how impressive the lockback is. So, if you ask Knife Thoughts, I'm a good friend of his. He will be the first to tell you that I am super picky about blade place. So let's check and see if this meets my standards. So there is a little bit of back and forth, very little though. I'm impressed, and there is no up and down at all. I really like the no up and down. There's no up and down. There's a little bit of back and forth, but that I've come to understand from GC. It's not even going back and forth when I do this. That's the real test when you hold the blade, and then because some blades are, this one isn't, but some blades are very bendy in a way, and it gives you a false positive. So, but this is very nice. This is the tightest lockback I've had. I'm not gonna lie. It's not perfect, but it is definitely the best I've seen GEC do. Let's look at the pile side. Look at that Burlap Micarta. It's beautiful. Let's check out the tang stamp here. We are about to zoom in on that tang stamp. There you go. 721123 GC carbon steel. Cutlery, Titusville, PA. Was just there and got to see a bunch of good friends at the rendezvous. But we'll talk about that a little later in another video. Obviously, you have your spring unlock here. So this is a two-handed knife at the end of the day. Some people can do the one-handed. I don't with these lockbacks that are down here. It's just too, I don't want to cut myself, so I just use two hands. But you basically press in and it goes in. This is beautiful. Obviously on a cam joint, not on a half stop, since it's a lockback. Look at that. Let me zoom in here one more time. Look at that craftsmanship right there. For a company that claims to do knives the way they did them and integrate old techniques with new ones, this is pretty sick. Paid $137 and change for this, which is high for some people. I know the lowest was like $102, but I believe this is $130. So this is worth $137, and that's why I came back to the Knife Connection, because excuse me, because they basically kept it at a price point which I liked. Some people, again, will say, oh, you kind of got played a little bit because this is a $100 knife. I'm willing to pay $137. It's fine. I'm not willing to pay $200 like they have been for asking for some recent stuff, but definitely been willing to pay $137 for this. The burlap is exceptional. Zooming in again. Burlap is exceptional. Try and get you a close-up look here. I like the shield, the arrow shield. A little bit of lanyard there, action for our lanyard fans. Sits in the hand pretty nicely, too. I like it a little better than the 83 because it gives me a full grip here. A full four-finger grip. Yes, at Southpaw Blades, we hold our knives left-handed, hence the name. And, yeah, this is a big blade. I like it. Again, a little bit of walkthrough on the knife. I love that satin ground blade. I do like blades that are absent, that don't have the etch, for lack of a better term. I don't know why I said absent. But, you know, GC's GC. I'll take an etch. I'll take non-etch. I just prefer the non-etch because it looks clean. Again, we said 1095 carbon steel. Bill Howard's favorite steel. Admittedly, it's pretty good steel. It's easy to touch up. It will corrode on you. It will patina on you if you do it healthily. If you do it in a healthy way, it will patina on you. And some people force it. Some people just let it go over time. And, you know, I'll oil this. This is going to be a user, so I'm not going to particularly like coat it with run wax or anything like that. But I will oil it for sure with some KPL. And then take it to its spaces. Really, really happy with this, actually. Really impressed. Again, one more time. This is the 72 1123 lockback Cody Scout and brown Burlap Micarta. All right, folks, that's about does it for this one. One last look. Again, apologies for having a little bit of a gap there on the videos. We are back in action and ready to tell some tales of adventure, because we've gotten a lot of knives in those 2 weeks, especially GECs. Really appreciate anyone who tuned in for this video. Please like and subscribe if you're new. We're going to have more and more videos coming through. And other than that, please take care, and we'll see you soon.